What's going on, YouTube? Lil Unc back again with another reaction. And today we got NBA players on MJ, Kobe, LeBron, and Durant. Part 2, man. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe. Tell me which one we should react to next. Turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Lil Unc Official. Link in the description. Ooh, excuse me, my fault. If you want to help your boy out, make sure you click that Modell's link, affiliate link, and shop at Modell's if y'all looking to shop at Modell's this holiday. My fault. They got the 75% off sale going on. Get it while you can, my brothers and sisters. It'll help your boy out if you use my link in the description. It says share or sell because that's my affiliate network. But it's all good, man. It's all good. It's gonna bring you right to the Modell's website. Without further introduction, let's get into it.
People really understand the amount of impact that he's had on me as a player and as a leader.
My son is 3 years old, and if you ask him who wears number 23, he'll say Michael Jordan.
I chose number 23. One of the reasons was because of Michael Jordan.
He was the blueprint for how to make a lot of money as a personality and as a personal brand.
The other day, we were going through a walkthrough, and there was 15 guys in the room, and 13 of those 15 guys had on Jordan.
First of all, I wear the number because of Mike. I think I fell in love with the game because of Mike, just seeing what he was able to accomplish.
That's my inspiration in basketball, to see what he did on the court and to see what he did off the court. I didn't think it was no other number to wear besides 23.
But I felt like Mike was so, when you're growing up and you're seeing Michael Jordan, it's almost like a god. So I didn't never believe I could be Mike. So I started to focus myself on other players and other people around my neighborhood because I never thought that you could get to a point where Mike was.
That's a fact.
So I think that helped shape my game.
So for me, growing up in Chicago, I was a big Michael Jordan fan. So and Q Rich know this, but some of the craziest things is you grow up and you have this idea of one day who you want to become and this dream of who you want to become, but you really don't know if you can reach it, until you reach it. But growing up in Chicago and watching Michael Jordan and, trying to emulate everything he did and then have a point where you have a relationship with him where y'all texting, talking and you know what I'm saying? Y'all seeing each other. It's
it's surreal.
Out of body experience. This is weird. This is crazy. So you know what I mean?
It's a surreal moment, man. It's a surreal moment. I feel like that's the term they're looking for, man. For real.
And obviously, me and you, we both had some of those experiences. So, we're real people. You know what I mean?
You know what? Michael wasn't saying much. He just had this look like he was living in his own world. And then, he wasn't even being aggressive offensively as the Michael that I have known or come to know. But throughout that game, you could just see he started to feel it a little bit. And as always, once he started to feel it, we just flooded with the basketball. But he was very quiet. Didn't say much when he went to the bench. He was just kind of in his own world. And for guys who never played with Michael, I've played with him, so I've seen these moments where he kind of shunned everybody out.
Right.
And that was one of those moments where he was just trying to gather himself and just stay in the game. We thought at any moment he may go to the locker room or puke up on the floor. But,
right.
If you're picking and you're the coach or you're playing and you need the running mate and you could have LeBron or Michael, who you picking?
That's a dumb question. I'm gonna take LeBron or Michael. I've never done anything with LeBron, so I wouldn't take LeBron to the movies with me.
Good, okay. Yeah.
I thought Jesus never will retire. I know Jesus worked 7 days a week, or 6 days. He rest on Sunday, didn't he? Well, Michael Jordan played on Sunday.
One time, and it's not even talking. One time we played the Bulls, and we get off, and we're in the playoffs, and we're in Washington. We get off the bus before the game. And Juwan and Jordan are cool. Jordan parks inside his Ferrari. We're getting off the bus, and he's smoking a cigar.
Before the game?
Before the game. And he's like, who's going to check me? Everybody, and we let him down, but we all pointed at Calvin. And Calvin Chaney. And now I think about it, he didn't say nothing. He was just, he planned it, but...
Sometimes he'd walk by the bench and go to all the guys, you want to win? You want to win this game? And he would say to me, get so-and-so out. He don't want to play tonight.
He was hard on all of us, and he rode us and lifted the level of intensity and competitiveness of practice every day.
He was such a fierce competitor to where he would get into it with his teammates in practice. One time, he actually punched Steve Kerr. And Kerr laughs about it now, but you got to figure that in the moment, that's not something that you take lightly.
That particular day, it got a little ugly. There's a lot of trash talking, and I remember just feeling disrespected, and so I sort of went back at him. The whole thing ended pretty quickly, but it was an important moment because his theory was if you couldn't handle the pressure that he could put on you in practice, there's no way you'd handle the stress of the finals.
Big shot. The guy falling down, not be able to
Real
get
shit.
17 seconds from Game 7.
Lessons right here, man.
Championship number 6. Jordan.
He's dead. He's dead. You know this.
I earned 5% cash back on track.
You know this. He's done. Last shot is a bull. That's crazy to be last shot is a bull, man. That's really legendary shit. Like, I'm just like his career is so perfect. What the fuck?
You don't seem like a trash talking kind of guy
I'm
to
not.
me.
And I never talk trash, but one time in my entire life.
With Jordan?
With Jordan.
Oh, all right.
First ever time ever talking trash. So we're with the Dream Team.
Okay.
And for 3 days in a row, we had came into a tie because what Coach Daly did, he split the team up East versus West. So Barkley, Jordan, Larry Bird, Pippen, and Patrick Ewing all played in the East.
Wow.
And then we had the West guys, myself, David Robinson, Malone, Mullen, Drexler, and John Stockton. So we would play every day, tie. So this is the 4th day. And we got out on them about 12-2. And I said, I'm gonna really rattle his chain. So I went over there, tapped him on the shoulder, and said, hey, man, if you don't turn into Air Jordan, we're gonna blow you out today. Jimmy.
No, I get bad.
Eyes got big. Usually that tongue come about right here, now it's way out. He broke the huddle, he hit a 3, and he's looking at me. So he came down again, hit another 3. So the greatest shot. Now, I've been involved in all 3 of them. First, Dr. J walked out in air, out of bounds.
Oh, yeah,
Reverse layup, under.
Right.
Michael Jordan in 1991 came down on us with the right hand, tongue out. He switched in midair to the left, spun it against the glass. Now, this is the greatest shot I've seen. He came down the right side, took off. David Robinson took off, and he said, okay, I'm gonna just sit here in air. Because I know David Robinson is gonna go down. So David Robinson went to the ground. He 360, tongue moving, and dunked it.
In a practice game.
In a practice game.
Different.
And I was like, oh my goodness. And I was just stunned, and all of us were stunned to see him hang in the air that long and 360. Michael Jordan is so incredible. There'll never be.
The moral is you should not talk trash to Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Thank you.
You say 360, you mean like it was like full, like this, all the way?
I think Jordan is the greatest of all time in my book. You know?
What makes him better as a basketball player? Not the rings argument. What makes him better as a basketball player, like Scotty just described? What makes him better to you?
For me, I think just completely just taking over games. You know, when it really counts, not deferring to anybody at any given time. Yeah, there's times where he passed off to a John Paxson or a Steve Kerr. Yeah, but when it's time to get a bucket. I mean, MJ was that dude to take over a game, averaging 40 in the finals one year, winning that championship. I mean, defending the best players. I can't. He's just the greatest to me, man.
What are your recollections of that day? What is it like playing in a Game 7?
It's awesome. That's the ultimate stage, literally, especially when you're going against Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc. The Bulls won 6 championships They never went to Game 7 except against us. And what I remember the most, beyond the intensity, because I was playing with some tremendous veterans as well.
I thought Michael never went to a Game 7. Listen, didn't Michael never went to a Game 7? Am I bugging?
Jackson, Reggie Miller, one of the top clutch players in NBA history. Chris Mullin, one of the best strokes in NBA history. Going against that team, I just remember us being up 18 points in the first half, feeling like we might actually beat the Bulls. Then all of a sudden, it was like a video game. We couldn't get the ball past half court. I'm dead serious. It was like a college team playing against a freshman team. Couldn't get the ball up. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, two of the best defenders of all time. It seemed like they stole the ball and Ron Harper from us literally every time down, got the lead back. Rodman had 20-plus rebounds. Kukoc was hitting threes off the bench. They were the Chicago Bulls. They went on to win a championship.
He was 40 years old. He was coming back with the Wizards. It was early in the morning.
Well,
I get a call from Tim Grover saying, MJ said he's coming. So I go down there.
Maybe that was.
I get there at about 7 in the morning. He's been there already for an hour. He was 40 years old. Like, he's been working out for an hour. So he's working out at 6 in the morning at 40 years old. He's come back. So I think just his work ethic, it's no secret or surprise of how great he was, obviously, but his talent level, he was so driven, he was so competitive. To see him lose a game in the summer session, he would go sit in the corner by himself. Like, he was just unbelievably competitive.
Chris Mullin tells a great story about the Dream Team. Everybody getting out of the way. You and Michael going at it in a practice, very loud through curses. Put us there, Magic. Put us there.
I always challenge Michael every day, and sometimes I would win, and most time he would win. You know, we would play a lot of shooting games, a lot of free throw games, a lot of three-point shooting contests. I mean, we're
Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. Spray.
All these ads, I promise that whatchamacallit coming YouTube Premium, man. Real soon, man. Stay tuned. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, shit.
We're two competitive people, and so I wanted to push him, and he wanted to push me.
Off the glass, nope, Luke tipped it out. Michael will get it forward with a fresh shot clock. MJ.
Oh, the fuck is he talking about?
Michael shakes the finger.
Tumble. You got to know that.
On Mount the tumble.
I knew, the announcers knew, everyone in the building knew, the team the Bulls were playing knew that at that moment, Michael was going to get the ball. And guess what? Michael got the ball.
Could set the bar at 7.5 feet and tell him nobody's ever jumped that before, and they say, I can do it.
Every night he stepped on the floor, he put on the cape. He can save anyone from anything.
You know, Michael is competitive in all things that don't make sense, right?
Ping pong.
Yeah, it's just, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he would try to get me to play golf all the time. Mike, I know about you. I've written books report about you in, like, elementary school. Like, I know you started playing golf when you were in Carolina. So that means if I'm doing the math, you've been playing golf for, like, 100 fucking years. I have not picked up a golf club.
Ever.
The last thing you're going to do is get me on a golf course and annihilate me. Not going to do it.
You know, I love Michael Jordan. The way that he approached the game, the way that he led his troops when he went out on the court, and his never say die attitude, man, was something I always looked up to.
Best three players of all time?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Who you got, bro? Who you got? Be here.
Wow, this is tough. Michael Jordan.
I came to Cameron Indoor Stadium to play against
Duke.
During the game, Michael hit his head on the backboard. He had to stop the game. And when
that goes without excuse me, I'm stuttering like a motherfucker. But that goes without saying, y'all. Like, he said Michael Jordan without a question. That's without question. Michael Jordan first.
I don't know. We kind of looked at each other going, do we have to go back out there? That guy just hit his head on the backboard.
He took it easy on me.
He did. He only had 36 points, and they won by 6 in overtime, but you didn't take it easy on him. Do you remember what you did?
I fouled out.
25, 15, 11, and 6 steals.
None of those steals were against when I was guarding him. We must have been playing on a lower basket for me to score that many points. I remember because I had went to dinner the night before with Michael, and I was just hoping when I left dinner that that I didn't upset him. I think he picked up the check, which might have upset him since I was a rookie. But it was just playing against the best, and I got lucky if those were my stats. But we lost, so it's about winning, and that's what he does best.
Michael Jordan for me was always, the person that inspired me the most, and how he carried himself, how he handled things, and how he carried the athlete, the black athlete, not just in the United States of America, but became a global phenomenon, and saying, okay, a black athlete can reach the masses and inspire the masses on a global scale.
My favorite basketball clip in the world, Finals Game 6.
5 seconds in regulation.
Michael Jordan sitting on the bench, tired as hell.
Game tied at 86.
And he looks at Steve Kerr and says, they double me all the time, I'm gonna kick it to you.
He comes up, I'll be ready.
And guess what?
It is Michael Jordan time. Scottie Pippen looking for Michael Jordan. Checks the clock. 5 on the 22. Here's Jordan. Did not have the shot.
He shoots now the jump shots. He's going to win 5 world championships, and you had players on your team that you could have won more.
I have a friend of mine. I have a friend of mine who I talk to about once a week. You know what he says about Michael's 4 championships? He doesn't say anything about it. Because he has 11.
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
But this is amazing.
And you don't wait a minute, and you don't say he's the greatest because he has 11 championships. Casey Jones has 10. I don't think you can predicate how great a guy really is, or because he has championships. There's a lot of guys on those championship teams who've done nothing. Michael happens to be, if you want to say Michael's the greatest, I think he deserves all the accolades that you really want. I think the man has done more for basketball than any one individual.
Even you.
Any one individual. And I'm also saying, too, for those players out there today who maybe don't quite respect Michael as they should, almost all of them should be giving about 10% of their salaries to Michael. Because they, that's who they owe it to. You understand?
And 10 more percent.
We're up 8. Mike is 4 for 16 from the field.
That's Wilt, right? I know last time I thought Wilt was on the court. Wilt played in a whole different time period. I was bugging. My fault, yeah, my fault.
Eric decides, because there's about 10 minutes to go in the game and we're winning, he decides to say to Michael Jordan, who's having an off night, hey, Mike, shit's not falling tonight, Mike. You're having an off night, Mike. Really? 24 points in the last 10 minutes. His last jump shot, this is catches the ball in the post. He does the typical Jordan fadeaway. He's fading towards our bench. He knocks down the shot. They go up by 6. He turns to the bench and says, shut up, you little bitch. True story.
Well, I happen to be the only high school.
Michael Jordan got too many stories like this. When he took it personal, don't play with me. Can't play with Mike. That's different. I ain't gonna lie. That's different.
Mainly freshman in college, and so he came on the court and he guarded me. So instantly I was like, man, he must think I'm the not the strong link over here. And so I got it going a little bit, and obviously it's any ball player's dream to play against Mike. And I couldn't tell you how many times I did his move after the finals the next day in the rec center and stuff. So I got a few buckets, and I think the campers knew I was the only high school kid, and so they got rowdy a little bit, and we got a little bit of John. And so we played 2 games. I think we split 1-1. It was a team game, and then he said, "Okay, now let me handle my business." And he looked me in my face and said that. I'm like, "What you mean?" So he said, "I need all the campers, everybody to leave. Let's clear the gym." I said, oh, man, so we continue playing pickup, and, Mike was Mike. He was jawing a little bit and really getting into me defensively, and, he's backing me down, said, better scream for mama, his mama, hit hit the famous fadeaway on me, and then, you know, I said, okay, you got it going. And then he said, hey, young fella, let me tell you something. He said, you know, you may be the best high school player in the world, you know, but I'm the greatest ever. And don't you ever disrespect, you know, the great like that.
I think, Jason, at the end of the day, for my name to come up in a discussion with the greatest basketball player of all time,
come on,
it's like wow.
It's a dream.
Like I said,
That's a dream. I feel you, bro.
I did.
I feel you. They try to give you the short end of the stick, man. They're trying to violate, saying you shouldn't even be up there. Like, come on, man, don't do that. LeBron, the kid from Akron, man.
I did pretty much everything that MJ did when I was a kid.
Why
I
y'all
shot
hate
fadeaways before I
LeBron,
shot.
man?
I wore a leg sleeve on my leg and folded it down so you saw the red part.
For no reason.
I wore black and red shoes with white socks. I wore short shorts so you could see my undershorts underneath. I didn't go bald like Mike, but I'm getting there. But I'm getting there.
Nigga got them gay and shit fixed. Like, oh, this nigga. But nah, that's the end of this one, yeah. NBA players on MJ, Kobe, LeBron, KD, man. If you enjoyed this Michael Jordan reaction, make sure you click on the last Michael Jordan reaction on your screen right now, man. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you tell me what you want me to react to next, turn on post notifications, like the video, comment, subscribe. Want to help your boy out? You looking to shop in Modell's this holiday, man. They got a 75% off sale going on. My Modell's affiliate link is in the description. Follow me on the Green Local official link in the description, man. And I'm out here. Appreciate y'all.